fist. Alright, cool.
Oh god. Yeah, I think it does. I know I do. Because it's like twice as loud as you normally are.
The Gorb's ready.
Yeah.
Alright. The alarm. My alarm blares in my ears, only to be swiftly silenced by my fist. My body switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of bed and into my uniform.
Well, that was Katawa Shoujo.
Thank you for coming. Hold on a minute. I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, good. Who was that? Yeah, well, whatever. I'm not even gonna. Why would I ask? The hell was that? Was that you as well? What's
Yes,
going
it
on here?
was. He's a fucking cunt. Look, this guy. Like, he has his soundboard with the fucking bullshit.
What sound is that?
It's the Steam message thing.
Oh, I have that turned off. I was like, I know what that sound is. I was like, I know what
Okay.
the sound is, I just don't know where it's from.
Okay. My body's.
Yeah.
My body switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of bed and into my uniform. As always, my bottle of pills sit on my desk patiently, waiting for me to take them and pick out my daily dosage of medicine. 17 pills a day. Jesus Christ. I can overdose on that. Before I know it, I'm opening the door to class 3-3. Glad to see that I'm the only one who seems to be a little hungover from festival week. He wasn't drinking, though. Fucking lie. Every face in the classroom was gone. With the festival now over, it's as if everyone's life dreams have been achieved. With nothing left to live for, the students have relied on instincts alone to guide themselves to class. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. I slowly would make my way to my seat, and it's only then that I realize why the room is so peaceful. The seats behind me are blissfully empty. The world's loudest interpreter for the deaf has yet to arrive. Jesus Christ! That scared the fuck out of me! Oh my god! That literally made me jump. Alright. Just as I'm about to sit down, the door flies open, revealing a resplendent
John Cena?
Anisha. Yes. John Cena! Woo! Alright, cool. Drills bobbing from the dramatic entrance and arms stretched towards the sky. Yahoo! It's all over. Knockout victory! No. It would appear that not everyone is affected by the post-festival depression. The rest of the class glare at her, obviously thinking the same thing I am. Nisha, still frozen in the doorway with her arms still in the air, nervously looks around. It's obvious that she senses the foul mood, but can't work out exactly what to do. Suddenly, she jerks forward. Hey! As she stumbles into the classroom, she reveals Shizune, arms still extended from where she shoved Nisha. Nothing. Thank you for the entertainment, but shouldn't you two take your seats? Says I, Mr. Ramsey. Still slightly embarrassed, Misha takes a few seconds to realize she has to translate. Oh, yeah, She-chan, she's not happy with you ditching us last week.
Huh. Now
We
you're
were-
stuck into the Shizune route.
No!
Every route is the Shizune route.
No. We were really. I'm gonna, I might do the Shizune route next just to get it out of the way because I don't like her. I'm probably gonna do the bad route too because apparently there's more than one route.
Oh, you mean the good route? Yeah.
Okay. We were really busy. Is that so? What about the stuff I already did for you two? She says that only counts for council members. Since you declined, she doesn't owe you anything. Misha leans close and whispers conspiratorially in my ear. Actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her. She's really thankful for your work last week, though. Sensing that she's being talked about, Shizune lightly wraps her fingers on the desk until Misha turns around to face her.
Hey, wait, how come she had to lean in really close and whisper that to you? Who's gonna hear?
Yeah! That's right, because she's deaf. Okay. I can't understand any of that fast-paced signing that's going on, but from Shizune's slightly embarrassed expression and Misha's poorly contained laughter, I can guess. While this exchange is happening, the door opens once again, but this time at a much more reasonable pace. Not to fucking explode my eardrums and make me piss myself. Hanako bursts into the room and AAs everyone. Abudu! Anyway, Hanako quietly
Yeah, you got
enters. Hanako quietly enters the room. Her neck bursts into muscle. She pulls. This recording is gonna be so bullshit.
Like,
It's
all
not
of
even
them,
gonna
yeah.
be Kato Shoujo anymore. It's just gonna be fucking Sonic playing with a soundboard and being a mute. Anyway, then pulls the door closed. Can people on the just watching it hear the soundboard?
No, you just sound insane again.
God, good.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. By the way, $10 to anyone watching that gets that reference. Anyway, and pulls the door closed behind her, peering out from under her hair. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what the fucking point of our reference is. Anyone who remembers that scene. Anyway, peering out from under Sonic, you make me sad sometimes. Peering out from under her hair, she quickly scans the classroom. Behind these hazel eyes, behind these purple eyes, our eyes meet, and she suddenly stiffens. I'm sorry, 12-year-old's coming out of me. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then walks over to my desk. By the way, I've been drinking profusely, so. Good morning, Ramsey. Good morning, Hanako. You're a little late, aren't you? Good thing to call her out. I was talking to Lily about today. Ah, so you've got her list then? We can leave straight after classes in that case. Classes. Sure. I'm looking forward to it. Hanako briefly flashes her embarrassed smile at me, then hurries off to her seat. What? Was that Mark? That sounded like Mark. Fuck it, Auschwitz! That's what I heard. Anyway, during classes, it becomes apparent that it's not only the students that are a little despondent after the festival. Muto simply gives us a list
Yeah,
of
perfect.
exercises from the textbook and then sits behind his desk. I totally forgot about the brief lunch period for a moment, such as the penalty of the day.
Goodbye. Well, thanks for liking and subscribing. Yep. That's probably smart.
Alright, so,
Alright,
apparently, whenever my computer senses I'm playing this game, it says, no more, and then crashes Discord.
good.
Anyway, it's mind-numbing, and everyone seems surprised when the bell signals the day and the As I'm packing up my bags, Shizune and Misha flank and entrap me. No! Say, Hichan, it's still not too late to join up. There's a lot of post-festival paperwork for us to complete. Sorry, Misha. Sorry, I've got plans. As if sensing the cue, Hanako appears behind me, holding a small bag and trying to avoid eye contact with the outside world.
Sorry, Shazune, I got another chick.
She tastes better. Exactly. Misha's eyes open wide, and then she bursts into laughter. Bwahahaha! You move fast, don't you, Hichan? We won't disrupt your date or any further. Bwahahaha! Behind the roaring Misha, I see Shizune taking far too little interest in the scene. I might be taking this the wrong way, but I think she's deliberately ignoring me. I feel a gentle tug on my shirt, and turn to see Hanako's eyes fixed firmly on the floor. Let's... Gotcha. Shizune, Misha, I'll see you later. And I'm still not interested in the council. Spoil sport! Misha and Shizune retreat into the hallway, happily signing to each other. Got all your stuff? Let's head off. Floods of students pour out of the school gates and onto the roads into town. It's a little weird. It's almost a scene from any other high school, but the illusion fades because of the occasional wheelchair and missing limb. One thing I do notice is that nobody's alone.
See,
And
you can't be because you fall off the roof.
yeah, that'd be dangerous. Don't drink and talk to queers. And
even Kenji has his own girlfriend. And you'll never guess who.
it was Shizune.
Probably not.
And
Yeah.
that has to never play again during
It's
this
the
recording.
FU!
Oh my god, he's got him in the FU! He's gonna tap! Anyway, and as Hanako... Attitude adjustment! 5 knuckle shuffle! Alright, and as Hanako and I pass through the gates, I notice that she closes the distance between us. Not even to be considered... Eva, please, no more moist noises into the microphone.
That was her moving closer.
Stop, please.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. No one's making any noises.
Stop!
You can listen back. Nobody's done anything.
You know he's here. Don't fucking lie. Not enough to be considered close, but she certainly isn't at her usual just a little far position. I guess we're not familiar enough for her to get as close as she does with Lily. However, even though she has moved a little close to me physically, mentally she seems to have traveled a mile. Her hands clutched around the leather straps of her bag to the point of whitening her knuckles, her head down and her mouth pursed close. She almost looks like she's being walked to the principal's office for the first time. I try to stifle a giggle at the thoughts, but it's futile. Well, what's the matter? I guess there's no point in hiding it. Sorry, for a second there it looked like you were getting in trouble. What do you mean? I think you need to relax a little. We're not going too far, and it's only students around, right? Right. It bothers me a little to see Hanako so worked up. And you do this every week, don't you? Yes, with Lily. Of course, with Lily. I wonder, has she ever left the school without her? It doesn't seem like much at first glance, but Hanako's dependence on Lily is absurdly heavy. She can't even handle leaving the school without her. How would she... How, how would she have managed to survive it if the two had never met? Would she have found someone else to latch onto? And what drew her to Lily? I think I know. She got drawn to Lily because she can't see her burns. Anyway, was it lack of eyesight, or was Lily just kind enough to lend a hand? I wonder if anyone would have fit the bill. Well, I'm here. Besides, we're not going far. It'll be over before you know it. Hanako's nucks slowly regain their color as she tries to hide a small smile, but the effort of that seems to prevent further conversation. We travel, side by side, down the winding road towards the town. The crowd of students thins as we continue along the sidewalk. Faster students rush ahead, and less mobile ones fall behind, rarefying the crowd into nothingness. By the time we let's get to the skate park, guys! If one of them fall off, they're like, leave him! He's dead!
Leave him, he's dead is probably like my favorite quote. It's so dumb. Ace Combat's the best.
By the time we reach the convenience store, we are practically alone. Using me as a shield between herself and the attendant, Hanako moves through the narrow aisles, adding an assortment of items to her basket. Bread, milk, tea, condoms, dime. What kind of convenience store sells herbs? Ah, the good convenience store. Then again, nothing about this town seems normal, which may not be such a bad thing in retrospect. Everything is so different and uncomfortable. Dwelling on such matters isn't really an option. When I think about that, it reminds me of Hanako. No matter how much you try, you can't escape her scars. They still interrupt my train of thought when I see them. As much as I don't want to admit it to myself, I think I'm forcing myself to try and ignore them. Not that I'm scar-free myself. The jagged line down my stern will never completely fade away. I just have the luxury of being able to hide it as easily. But, in a way, both of our scars remind us that we're in this place for a reason. Hanako throws one last thing into her item, then sheepishly holds it out to me, along with a few blank banknotes. Could you please... It takes me a second to understand what she's trying to say. Oh, you want me to pay for this? She nods, but doesn't look up. I guess this task falls to Lily on the usual occasions. Sure, just let me grab a couple things. Hastily, I grab a few essentials for myself, and head to the counter with Hanako in closed tow. The attendant gives me an indifferent nod as he scans the items. I suppose just ignoring us is one way to deal with the anomalies of Yamaku. They must get a lot of students here, being the closest store to the school. The staff must all have their own way of dealing with us. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's only me who thinks twice about my unique schoolmates. Our transaction complete, Hanako and I head back onto the street. The road is pretty much abandoned now. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. Hold on a minute, I need to turn the music down. Cause, Christ. Cool, it's still like deafeningly loud. Gotcha. Oh, there we go. I got it. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. And with only the school ahead on the road, there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. The emptiness certainly reflects on Hanako, her arms by her side, each carrying a bag, her head no longer bowed, and back to the upright position. It's almost as if she were enjoying this walk. So why all these weird things? Mixed spice? Why would you need that in school? I sometimes like to make food. Yeah, so do I, but spices? It's a little more advanced, don't you think? Not really. Well, I think it's cool. You'll have to teach me one day, I say. Sure, says Hanako. She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem all that wise. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than she did. I'm down at the 10. That alone makes me a little happier. Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sorted the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain. I tell you, you're putting me to shame here. No, I'm not. I'm only joking. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I must leave now. My people need me. Will you be alright getting that to your room? Yeah. You sure? Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. We part ways and I return to my room. Piles of papers sit upon my desk, begging to be completed. With the entire ruckus of last week, I barely had time to catch up. I tried to keep up with my studies while I was in the hospital, but some of the stuff I've never even seen before, even back in my old high school. Totally unprepared, I pop the top of a can of drink and get to work. Darkness. That's the Anakata wa Shoujo. I died from too much work. Yeah. The days are really starting to heat up. This morning, I woke covered in sweat. By the time the student by the time the student body starts leaving their dorms for breakfast and morning duties, the sun is taking full effect. Oddly, that puts me in high spirits. It's not even 8, yet I feel that this day is going to be one of those pleasant, tranquil, warm ones. This guy woke up in sweat. He better be taking a shower like right now. If I weren't as, if I said shower, not bath. Who the fuck takes baths? If I weren't at a school. Good. Body odor is best odor. If I weren't. My manly musk. I exert pheromones like a moth. If I weren't at a school that considered every absence from classes a sign of life-threatening situation, I'd consider skipping the whole day and just relaxing in the school gardens. Yes, today will be a genuinely lazy day. For a second, I stop in mid-stretch and consider the nurse's warning about exercise. Maybe I should have kept up those morning jogs. Running with someone like Emmy might have been a little testing, but if I worked at my own pace. Who am I kidding? I couldn't stick to something like that without some kind of motivation. It's not like I sit around all day. The walk to and from the convenience store counts as exercise, right? Especially the way back up the hill. Yeah, exactly. Trying to think if that's a thing that you're hinting at. Anyway. Yeah, it's no big deal. Compared to months lying in the hospital bed, I'm getting plenty of exercise. It seems that I'm not alone in my appreciation of the day. Nearly every member of the student is glancing through the window and into the tantalizing sky. Even the steadfast Shizune seems to lack her usual vigor for schoolwork. Nisha, as brazen as ever, hasn't even unbuttoned the tops of... What? Oh, never mind. Has even unbuttoned the top buttons of her shirt and is fanning herself with the notebook. That isn't decent. I must have been staring, as she's now sticking her tongue out at me. However, she shows no signs of halting her effort, nor is she trying to hide the fact. The lunch bell seems to catch everyone by surprise, and the class empties at a much slower pace than usual. The heat seems to be draining the need to rush from everyone. Well, almost everyone. Right? Hey there, Hanako. What can I do for you today? Fuck me! Hanako already has a lunch bag in hand. I don't have to be a detective to work out where this is going. Would you like to have lunch with us again? I brought enough for everyone. Awesome. You don't have to be so stiff about it, though. Ah, right. Little bitch! Being such a weenie is going for the establishment. I take it we're going to the tea room? Please. Hey, okay, I just read that line. Cool. Lily has said she'll meet us there, so we should should go ahead together. Sounds like a plan. This heat has made me pretty hungry. Hanako breathes a sigh of relief, and I gather my things together. As usual, the aura of the tea room is refreshing, feeling isolated from the rest of the world. Then again, the usual din from the school sense seems to be a bit subdued, most likely from the laziness promoted by heat exhaustion. Hanako slowly spreads her food on the table, intently focusing on every movement, as if she's trying to keep her mind off other thoughts. It's not. It's. Fuck! I need to stop drinking when I do this game. It's not much, but I can tell her from her demeanor. I can tell from her demeanor that she has prepared everything with utmost care. I guess Lily isn't here yet. Should we start without her? She'll be here soon. Hanako struggles with the lid of the container of rice. Here, let me help with that. I wrap my hands around Hanako's hands and open the lid. Try as I might, it seemed wedged shut. Let me guess, did you put this in while the rice was still hot? Yes, I was in a rush. I put the container on the table between us. I thought so. It looked like it's wedged shut. I need some hot water to get it open. What the fuck? But that could be a pain in here. We'd get water everywhere. Well, in that case, how about I contribute to today's meal, says that bitch Lily. At the door, Lily smiles while holding up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. I can't help but do the same. I can't help but do the same. What? I also hold up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. This is the bread room now. Since this is our bread room. Since you two had a change of plans because of me, I thought I would bring a little something. Thanks, Lily. Here, let me get that for you. With a little guidance, Lily's bread assortment joins Hanako's riceless pat. I'm going to rip my tongue out. Riceless platter. I hastily make some tea to complete the picture. Well, I'm looking forward to this. As I take a bite, I notice Hanako trying her hardest not to look like she's looking at me. It's nothing special, then again, I can't really complain. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking for myself. Not bad. I guess this is made with the stuff you brought yesterday? You bought yesterday? Yes. Hanako's eyes shout at me, begging for some kind of feedback. Well, it was clearly worth it. Thanks, Hanako. I wanted to show you this after yesterday. Opens her shirt. Lifts her fucking skirt. It's okay. I was just a little. What? That's what would happen when she lifts her skirt. John Cena just bursts out. It's okay. I was just a little surprised at the stuff you were buying. Hanako always liked to experiment when it comes to food. I think it's good. Most of the time. While Lily's smile doesn't waver, the slight change in her tone tells me that things have not gone so well in the past. It's not like Hanako has many people to sample her cooking. Hang on. Was Lily waiting for me to go first? She didn't start eating until after I said it was alright. Her cheeky grin tells me that this is a deliberate action on her part. I'll have to try and work out how to get one over her in the future to make up for this. Well, it's good, and that's all that counts, right? Right. Lily, satisfied at not being the first to sample Hanako's creation, begins to consume the food in front of her. I find myself staring as I watch her chopsticks gently touch the plate, the tips delicately poking and tracing to quickly ascertain the position of the food as she dexterously picks it up. Alright, this is immersive, but fucking just she's eating food. I don't care. One might think she were a child playing with her food, if not for the situation, though she does it with such care and thoughtfulness that it's obvious that this is simply how she eats this kind of meal. Not wanting to miss out, I start filling up myself. Black salami came to mind. Anyway, Hanako takes a different approach, waiting until Lily and I have had our hands clear before quickly snatching up her share. Before long, the containers are empty, save for the still shut rice container. Thank you, Hanako. That was filling. No, thank you for the bread. Yes, it would have been a disaster if not for that. You're both welcome. But now I must be getting back. It's far too easy to be late after eating here. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think we'll just clean up here and then head off. Well then, good day. Lily leaves, her cane Lily leaves, her cane tapping away down the quiet hallway. Hanako and I quickly pack our things and stay seated, waiting for the bell. Together, we stare out the window and into the endless azure sky. If it weren't for the pealing of the bells, I would have sworn that time has stopped. The urge to skip class rises in my gut. I shoot a glance at Hanako, who shows no signs of moving either. Not just yet. The interval between the warning bells and the end of lunch bells passes in a blink of an eye. We should go. People will freak out and start a search party for this kid. Hanako sighs. You're right. Slowly she rises to her feet, and I follow suit. Silently we make our way back up the old stairs to the 3rd floor, then to our classroom. At the door, I take a point and open the door ahead of Hanako, bowing my head down in an apology in advance. I'm sorry we're late, teacher. I am greeted by not by stern words, nor by an angered instruction to take my seat, but simply by the silence created by 15 or so students trying not to laugh. Muto, ever tardy, has yet to arrive. However, so I just apologize to no one. However, the fact that Hanako and I have arrived together is blatantly obvious. About that make that about 14 students trying and 1 student failing. The lovers return. Yeah, thanks. You can calm down now. Jesus Christ, I fucking told her. Sit down, bitch. I stepped through the door and realized that Hanako is firmly pressed against my back, hiding herself from the class. With my steps coming closer to my desk, she eventually breaks from me and stiffly walks over to her own. Her efforts to mentally block everyone's presence from her mind are written fairly clearly on her face. Quickly checking the door for any signs of the teacher's arrival, I make a trip to Hanako's desk and whisper in her ear. Don't worry about Misha. She's always like this. I enjoyed myself today. Don't sweat it, okay? Hanako nods her head behind her folded arms, but still doesn't show her face. I yearn to stay and console her more, but Muto picks this exact moment to enter the class halfway through his lecture as if started in the hallway. Which of course is directly proportional to the charge, but inversely proportional to the square of the distance. He's so engrossed in his speech that he doesn't even notice me sneaking back to my seat from Hanako's desk. While Muto's spiel rambles on, Misha leans over to me. The teacher may not have noticed your tardiness, but I did. That much is obvious from the show you just put on. I have been instructed to let you off the hook for today, but only on one condition. Oh, and that would be? You have to help us this afternoon. I crane my neck to look over Misha's shoulder. Shizune is conveniently not making eye contact with me. Fine, just for today. I've already told you I'm not joining the council, remember? Of course. Doing so should be considered considered. She looks down at her notebook, obviously looking for a place in her script. Under duress, and hence would be against regulations. Very strange of you to be considerate of the regulations now. Dude, I'm such a saucy cock. Jesus. Like, fuck. Things should be done by the book. It's just that the book hasn't been written for every situation, so there are times that when it can be ignored. And yet you two wonder why no one else wants to be in the student council. Oh my god. After poking your tongue out at me, Misha returns to her workbook, and we battle our way through the latter half of the school day. Before I can even stand up, Misha and Shizune have placed their hands on both my shoulders. Hey, I said I'd help out. Damn. This is just insurance. He's Ramsey. Insurance. Ramsey? Hanako timidly tries to leave the room by circling around us, and I suddenly realize that this may be my one chance to escape. Oh, hey, Hanako, what's up? Shizune is angry. Hey, what makes you think you've got time to chance? Says Eva. What are you doing?
Playing a game. Playing Katawa Shoujo.
Yeah, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. No.
Hey, what makes you think that we've got time
Shizune
to chat?
can't get me.
What makes you think we've got time to chat? Relax, won't take long. Sorry, Hanako, you were saying? I was going to the library and... What? And I thought... Hanako's thumb danced around each other and her eyes flit across around the room, looking everywhere but at us. Sorry, Hanako, but Ramsey has to come with us. He's got work to do. Oh, but you can help too if you'd like. So how about Ramsey? Create new save. Cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, the old tree. Send me that, would you? Actually, I have it on this. Never mind. I've got it. Never mind. If I can find it. Did I put it in here? There it is. Alright. Oh, we're over here. Tea leaves. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's free. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
What?
None of these will kill you.
What?
Now flip a coin.
I'm super tempted to right now, because I don't know what to pick. Because both of them seem like it'll be okay.
I mean, whatever you want to do. Whatever Ramsey would do. Would you help these people you hate? Or would you die?
I'd say I've done enough work for the council already, so that's what I'm gonna say. Hey, Shizune, I know I said I'd help, but I forgot I'd already made plans. Besides, I helped out more than my fair share last week, didn't I? I promise I'll make it up to you some other time. Shizune and Misha release their grip on me and have a long, deep, and silent conversation. Well, you have a point there. To be honest, we were only going to spend the rest of the budget on cakes. So if you're not there, it works out better. More cakes for us. Wahahaha! Cool, I don't have to hang out with those two queers. Anyway, Shizune about faces and marches at the door, and Misha skips out after her. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Last week, those two were like bloodhounds. Or prison guards. Or maybe prison guards bred from bloodhounds. I can't believe I just thought that, let alone saying it out loud. I think I need to move away from Kenji. Yes, I do. No more suicide. Never mind. Anyway, should we go to the library? Sure. Hanako follows me through the... Damn it. Through the still crowded hallways to the library, using me as a shield. As soon as we are through the door, Hanako
That's what
bolts...
I've been doing. I mean, it's on. I can't keep it there.
Okay. As...
I have it saved. I uploaded it.
You guys done?
No.
As soon as we...
Mentally retarded idiot.
And now we're banned off of YouTube. Thank you
Yep.
for saying retard. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Jesus. Alright. As soon as we are through the door, Hanako bolts for the counter where Yuko is stacking books. Before I can catch up, Hanako has whispered something to her. You'd find that in nonfiction, but I don't know where exactly. If you want, I can look it up. Never mind. Hey, Yuko, what's all this about? Oh, Ramsey, Hanako was just looking for a book on... nothing. A book on nothing? In the nonfiction section. I was just... I shoot a glance at Yuko. She looks like she's about to burst from the pressure of keeping request secret. Yuko, what did... She's looking for a chess book. And take a mental note to never entrust Yuko with any important information. Yuko? I'm sorry, Hanako, it just slipped out. Well, it's not a secret anymore. Come on, I'll give you a hand. I should really brush up on my skills, too. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Oh, okay. Okay. Yuko disappears behind the counter in shame as Hanako and I wander into the depths of the non-fiction section. I suppose there's supposed to... Non-fiction. There's supposed to be a system for categorizing these books, but I don't see how anyone can decipher it without spending half of their life researching. That's probably why all the librarians I know are neurotic. Towards the end of the aisle, between a book on card tricks and some books on kids' games, stands a single book bearing the title Chess Tactics for Champions. Before I can reach for it, Hanako has the books in her hands, clutching into her chest. I grab the book from her chest and beat her with it. Plot holes! I hate this game. I'm undeleting it. I'm deleting it. Well, I guess that's yours then. Mind if I borrow it when you're finished? Sure. I just haven't really played against anyone but Lily before, so I thought Damn, it's not like I was trying to beat Hanako deliberately or anything, but she seems to have taken it to heart. Then again, at least this means she wants to play me again. That's a plus, right? She wants to play me like a fool, that bitch. Ah, well, it's not like I'm a master or anything. I just played a bit before. It occurs to me I haven't told Hanako about my condition. I faltered for a second, deciding to cover my tracks. That is a conversation for another day. Before I came here. Are you alright? Yeah, I was just remembering something. When I think about it, I shouldn't be afraid to tell Hanako about my condition and my time in the hospital. Judging by her scars, she probably spent a fair amount of time in a hospital bed. For some reason, I can't bring it up. At least not today, and not on short notice. Eager to break off the conversation, I grabbed a random book from the shelf. It's some book on the world's fastest roller coasters, published in 1982. Well, not very up to date, but it should be at least interesting. Well, we both got books now. Should we go sit down? Hanako seems.
Hisao definitely looks like a crazy person, right? Like he's just like, yes, world's fastest roller coasters, that's me.
World's fastest roller
This is
coasters
what I came for.
from 19.
He's
World's
like, yeah,
fastest roller coasters from 1982. Better read
I also
this.
need to brush up on my chess, and then he just grabs the roller coaster book.
Yes, I was remembering something. Let me read this book about roller coasters, even though I need to brush up on chess. Thank you. Let us go read. Hanako seems to accept my bluff, and we head to the reading nook in the back of the library. Neither of us say a word. We simply open our books and start reading. I try to read my book, but it would seem that 1982 roller coasters weren't nearly as large as the ones built in decades since. This is fucking dumb! Most of the ones listed are made of wood. Something about he burns the book because all of the roller coasters are made of wood. Something about that doesn't seem safe to me. If I'm going to ride on something potentially dangerous, I want it to be made out of steel or some kind of space age alloy that has big words like titanium. Titanium. Titanium is from space, and
He
ruthenium.
had to sound it out.
Ruthenium is a gas, isn't it?
He just leans
Not a
over to
metal.
Hanako. How do you say this word?
What word? You know the word.
This one.
That one right there. Which one? Just tell me. I quickly lose interest, and my eyes wander across the reading area to rest on Hanako. Hanako seems absorbed in her book, flicking back and forth through the pages as if confirming what she just read. I wonder if that's actually effective, or if she's just overloading herself. She unconsciously brushes her hair from her face, temporarily revealing her scar tissue. I'm not sure about the protocol here. Is it right to ask her about the scars? Or her past? How long was she in the hospital? Does she still visit the doctor? Was she even in the hospital? I don't know. These all seem like questions that you'd ask someone who just transferred to their school, translated into the local language. But, to date, no one has directly asked me any of them. Well, except Rin, but I don't think I would use her as a guide for proper social behavior. For the time being, I'll just keep my mouth shut. If anyone wants you to know something, then they'll tell you. Trying to force the issue might drive Hanako back into herself. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to close the library now. Already? I checked my watch. Somehow, as I was lost in thought, nearly 2 hours have passed. Do you want to check out those books? I can do it out on the. I can do it and on the way. Please. I'm done. I'll drop this one back on the way through. It wasn't as interesting as I first thought. Hanako marks her place with a slip of paper and stands up. The girls head to the counter while I return my book to what I think is the right shelf. Yuko scans Hanako's book with practiced precision, yet still manages to fumble it. Oh, there we go. Third time lucky. Since this is a non-fiction book, you can only have it for a week. That's okay. That's okay. Yuko shuts down the library's computer and herds us out the door. I didn't think it was this late already. But you're the one that told us you had to close. Yes, but I know, but that was before I looked at the time. I'll see you later. Yuko bolts down the hall, her handbag trailing behind her like an awkward. I'll see you later. So, is there a Yuko route? Yeah.
No, she's taken.
No! By who? Muto?
No, you'll find out.
It
Or
is
you won't.
Muto.
Oh god, I wish.
I guess all librarians really are neurotic.
You mean erotic?
Yeah, erotic. Huh?
You only see him in Winds Road, I think.
No. Ah, never mind. I was just thinking that I've never met a librarian that can organize their time, no matter how good they are with their books. Oh, I know what you mean. I can know what you mean. Hanako smiles in amusement. It wasn't meant to be a joke, but I must have reminded her of some other librarian or something. Why do I think about things so much? She smiled, big
I
fucking
must have
deal, dude.
reminded
Chill.
her of another librarian. Please, I must know. This is a secret I cannot help but wonder. She must know another librarian from years gone by.
I have to get back.
I must have reminded her 4 old nights.
She has to get back. I wonder if she can even walk, or if she's just faking it.
I wonder if the real world is really the Matrix.
I need to stop spending time with Kenji. What if Kenji's a girl?
Oh, they already did that. They already ran that simulation.
Did we? That's good. I
Yeah,
might
it's
hate
really
myself.
good.
Yeah, me too. I didn't realize it was this late. Thanks. No problem. I'm going to my dormitory room now anyway. So do you mind if I tag along? Okay. Hanako sets off ahead of me. I need to jog a little to reach her side. We walk through the gardens, eventually arriving in front of the dorm buildings. Man, you walk pretty fast. I used to play in the soccer club, but then you managed to outpace me. I used to play soccer, but you can still walk faster than me.
I kind of regret saying that.
What the fuck is... That's such a bullshit, like, well, I used to play soccer, you can walk fast. Okay, well, the person recording this has now disappeared, so now you guys don't understand anything. Unless you played this game, because you probably didn't. But, I kind of regret saying that. It has less to do with her pace than with the with the fact that my condition has significantly worsened my fitness. Hanako's reaction is odd. I expected an awkward attempt to downplay her walking speed, but she blushes while looking at her feet and smiling. Silence hangs in the air between us. That happens often around Hanako, but feels slightly different than usual this time. After a few seconds, I try to break the silence. Here you go. See you in class tomorrow? Sure. Sure. Hanako waves a short goodbye before pushing her way through the dorm's doors. I stand and look at them for a while before making my way to my own dormitory room. Jesus Christ, I'm burning through these chapters, dude. Kaido wa Shoujo. We're on the second act, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Chirping birds. How many acts are there? Or does it depend? Well, technically it does, because I died in the first act, but...
Yeah.
So stupid.
Well, it shouldn't have died so bad.
Kill yourself, you fucking... You put the thing in my face.
Maybe you shouldn't have been rude to all the girls.
Maybe...
There are 4 acts, right?
4 acts. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm just gonna... on the next morning.